in commuting, and I commute most days by bicycle to work here at the law school, about 14, 15 miles each way. Used to live in North Little Rock, Arkansas, and commuted from there. And when I did, part of my route took me through a low-income area of town, and there was a school bus stop along the route, and there'd be, I don't know, maybe 25 to 30 kids gathered at this school bus stop. And the first morning I rode the recumbent. I think I started riding recumbents about 1993. The kids kind of saw the recumbent and looked at it suspiciously. Second morning, I heard one kid shout, "Wow, cool bike." Third morning, one of the kids was brave enough to run out in the street and stick his hand out, and we slapped hands as I went by. And by the time we moved from North Little Rock to North Little Rock, I'd go past that school bus stop, and there'd be 15, 20, 25, 30 kids out in the street, lined up, and we'd slap hands as I went by, and it was just gave me a good feeling.
Deep blue sea, darling, oh deep, deep blue sea. Deep blue sea, darling, oh deep, deep blue sea. And it was mama that got drowned out in that deep blue sea.
About 1981, a friend of mine who was actually a law student at this law school, we had competed against each other in running track in college, and he ended up as a student here at the law school, encouraged me to get involved in bike riding, and I did. And he said, "We need to take a long distance bike ride." And I said, "Okay, where?" He said, "Well, why don't you come up with an idea?" One morning I said to him, "Mexico City," and expected him to say, "Well, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard of." But he said, "Wow, that's great." So we did that, and it was a great adventure. I read on a bicycle discussion website, a question was posed: what are the worst places to bicycle in the world and domestically in the United States? And the answers were Cairo, Egypt, and Little Rock, Arkansas. And that's one of the reasons why I got involved in bicycle advocacy. I founded, along with a cardiologist in North Little Rock by the name of Dr. Rob Lambert, an organization called Bicycle Advocacy of Central Arkansas. And we don't sponsor rides, but we do advocate for the interest of bicyclists and people who use trails. And so we've pushed to get bike racks on buses here in Little Rock, and now every bus in Little Rock has a bike rack. We helped promote the building of the Big Dam Bridge, which is the longest bicycle pedestrian bridge in the world, that was built expressly for that purpose. So we take on a number of advocacy issues that benefit bicyclists and commuting by bike and also trail use. I've kind of two alternatives. I can follow the river on the Little Rock side on trails and streets to get down here to the law school, or I can cross on the Big Dam Bridge and take the North Little Rock side, which is spectacular. It's one of the, as indicated, ridden bicycles all over the world. And for my money, the North Little Rock River Trail is one of the most scenic and spectacular in the world. My wife and I kind of have a philosophy about where we go, which is that we'll do the more adventurous and difficult countries now. I like to say, wow, I'm still relatively young, but at 64 I'm advised that I'm no longer still relatively young. And then do the more staid, well-developed countries later on. But I like traveling in lesser developed countries because the cultures are always quite different. People are always very friendly, and there's kind of a feeling of being an explorer and an adventure that you don't get if you go to some places essentially like the United States.
Got drowned out in that deep blue sea. Dropping down, darling, with a golden chain. Dropping down, darling, with a golden chain. And it was there that got drowned out in that deep blue sea. There was mama that got drowned out in that deep blue sea.